But what does it mean to now play at like the biggest stage this game?
Every time we put on the red, white, and blue, it's like you get chills kind of thinking about it.
Absolutely. All right. Welcome back to another episode. We are back in the studio post Super Bowl, connected with some awesome people while we were out there. We got Team USA flag football, men's, women's. We got Nico, we got Izzy. How you guys feeling? We're here in Miami. Appreciate you guys for jumping on.
Appreciate you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so Izzy and I got to connect. We recorded with your teammate Linnea, right? Linnea. And it was really cool to kind of hear, the state of flag football at this point, and obviously the growth of the game. We were talking about it before the pod, right? $30 million invested by the NFL now into flag football. So we know how much growth is being pumped into the sport. But before we get into any of that, I definitely want to tell your guys' story. Tell us a little bit about how you got into flag football and how that's led you, to where you are today. So whoever wants to kick it off.
I kind of always had like a love for football. I started playing at the age of 7, but I played tackle growing up, so it was a little different. We didn't have flag for girls where I'm from, which is up in Cleveland. So I grew up playing tackle till I was 14, and then gave it up to focus on basketball. Played that in college for 5 years, and then found flag as soon as I got out, so in 24, and immediately got into it, and kind of just got recruited for the national team almost right away. And everything just kind of happened very, very quickly. And next thing you know, I'm going to play for a gold medal in Finland in the Flag Football World Championships. So this will be my 3rd year on the team, and it's been so insane. Yeah. So grateful.
It's interesting. I feel like a lot of people had when we spoke to Linnea out there, she was a basketball player too. Mm-hmm. Is that like a common denominator, especially with like the females? Like
I would say so.
Play football maybe at some capacity when you're a kid, but then you end up gravitating to another sport. But because flag football has grown so much, it's brought that opportunity back.
Yes, for sure. I think with our age, like we're probably going to be on the higher end of like the ones coming from a different sport now. Mm-hmm. Now that flag is like in the youth. But yeah, you see a lot of basketball players, a lot of soccer players. We have a few track athletes, but I think basketball just translates super well. Even our quarterback, Vanita, she played at SMU. So, like, you just see it all over. But it's cool to think that girls are going to have flag as, like, a primary sport now.
Absolutely. How about you, Nico?
So I grew up like her, playing tackle, playing flag, both. So my tackle coach at the time was also my flag coach. So it worked out down in Miami.
Where in Miami did you play?
So I played at Palmer Trinity.
Okay. But how about like
Little League?
Like Little League,
I never played Pee-wees, but I played at Gulliver for middle school. So I played 3 years at Gulliver. So played at Gulliver, was doing flag simultaneously with travel soccer. So it was those 3 were the big ones. So travel flag, travel soccer, and then tackle. Gave up soccer kind of when I got more into football and whatnot. Mom kind of pushed football a little bit too, so that was always good. Mm-hmm. So then when I got to high school, my freshman year, did both tackle and flag. We won the national championship for youth my last year, so that was our freshman year of high school. Once we kind of did that, flag kind of ages out for like people our age, especially men's. Like now it's just big in like the women's high school game. Men's is not really that big. So stopped playing flag for like competitively for like about 7 years, to be honest with you. Like I would do it occasionally with my friends here in Miami locally. I think we have a really good league here that runs like local tournaments and whatnot. So did that and then played tackle all throughout college. Went to college at Catholic, a Division III school in DC. So did that, and then similar to her, once I finished tackle, got right back into it. Went 24 first year, didn't make it. Was a reserve last year, made it, so it's going to be also my 3rd year on the team.
Nice. Hell yeah. You bring up something interesting because that's the way I've always kind of seen, especially like men's flag football. You play it up until pretty much high school. Yeah. And then after that, it's pretty much irrelevant. Like if you're playing high school flag football, at least that's how it was here in South Florida. It's like, because you probably didn't make the high school 100%. Football team and you're just trying to
you don't want contact.
Right, or you don't want contact, right? But it is crazy to see the evolution of it, right? We were talking about people now, even if it's just rec, people are still playing it, and they're pretty damn like competitive. 100%. I know, especially like in high school now. Like I think they have like those 5-on-5 flag football leagues, right?
Yeah,
that they put together.
The big one now for high school kids, especially, is like 7-on-17. It's huge, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't say enough about it. It's great for development for like receivers and DBs, especially. But 7-on-7's blown up, and I think that's also attributed to women's flag football blowing up, the men's getting more publicity because of the stuff that's happened before, that type of stuff. So I just think overall they're seeing football's holistic view of supplementals helping out the game of tackle.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I also played flag football pretty much my whole life, and that was what introduced me to the game of football, right? Obviously, you watch it on TV, you grow up watching your favorite team play, and I think that's where the fanhood begins, right? But once you're out there, like actually playing, and you're there with your friends, and it's after school hours, and you're just tossing the football around, and then you start playing competitively, like it definitely kicks like a different, I don't know, like feel to it, right? And then you get into tackle or whatever it is, like whatever other like rec sport that you play. I think there's something like healthy, especially as a kid, being in competitive sports, right? It teaches you like work ethic and discipline and all these great life skills that you can carry on with you forever. Now you have the luxury to play this game at a competitive level still, and for your country, right? Which is pretty astonishing when you really like look at it, right? And I'm sure you guys, look at it. So I want to get your perspective on that, right? What is a game, and something that obviously has provided so many skills and opened so many doors for you, but what does it mean to now play at like the biggest stage this game?
I mean, I think like a young kid growing up loving sports, like you always dream of that. We're not Olympians yet, but like that's what you dream of, representing for your country. The sport that you play, I just guess I never would have thought it'd be flag football. Like growing up, being into track and stuff like that, I was like, oh, that'd be so cool to be a track athlete in the Olympics. And then finding out that like football is going to be in it is just like the highest honor, honestly, like, as an athlete. Every time we put on the red, white, and blue, it's like you get chills kind of thinking about it.
Absolutely.
What
about you?
In the same light, like there's no bigger honor than representing your country, and to do it playing the sport that you love, that you never thought you would have a shot at doing it for, like with that sport, I guess, is just an insane honor, especially when we go out of the country and these little kids are running up to you like from these random countries, not random, but random to like civilization, like Guatemala and these countries. And they're like, oh my God, can you sign this, blah, blah, blah. And flag football is so big around the world. That's amazing to see.
Yeah. I mean, you brought it up, right? The Olympics, right? And one thing is where it's grown, I guess, domestically, right? But to be able to now say, oh my God, this game's going to go to the Olympics, right? Like, how much does that mean to you guys, like seeing how much the evolution of flag football? Because there's always like the debate of what sports should be in the Olympics, what sports maybe should not be in the Olympics. But there's been a very loud push as to why football, and specifically flag football, should be in there. And not only just on the male side, but on the female side too. Like, what do you see? Because like you mentioned, there's so many other countries, obviously, right? It's not just a USA thing, right? It's Guatemala, it's Mexico, it's pretty much everywhere. I forget when we were talking about it in San Fran, there's a long list of countries that I'm like, holy cow.
It's insane.
Is that what it is? Over 100?
I think it's something insane, like that you wouldn't think.
Yeah.
And it's grown like that in the past, 2-3 years?
Exactly. That's what it feels like. I mean, it's a pretty significant boom, like a quick boom, which is insane. But I'm looking back now, like thinking of like when I played at Kendall Boys and Girls Club. It was a small park down here, and it was just a thought, like it was just something you did for fun, right? Yeah. And here it is, like now in the Olympics. Like that's pretty damn epic.
Crazy. It's crazy to think about, and it's cool to know that like I think outside of America, it's almost gonna get bigger, than what we have. Like it's huge here, but like when we go to Mexico, like he said, it's like we're like legitimate celebrities to them. Like it's like their second biggest sport, I think, behind soccer.
It is.
Like it is so insane.
They have stadiums built for flag football there.
Wow.
And like they have it in they've had it in colleges. Damn. So it's just like everyone wants to do it now, and it's so exciting. And I think specifically towards the women, it's cool to see women playing football and like dads being like, oh, I want to get my daughter into this. Like you just never would have thought.
I saw a video the other day on Instagram, and it was like she was an older lady. I forget what they called her, like Tia something or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mexico.
Is she from Mexico? I didn't know where she was from, but dude, she was flinging it.
Move.
Yeah, she can move. She was flinging it. But it's cool, right? It provides an opportunity to open the door to so many new like sports, right? I mean, it was basketball, it was track and field, right? And if you didn't play tackle football, like that was the end of football.
Yeah, you're done. You're done after college. You're done if you didn't go pursue a CFL, Mexico. If you
True.
listen to me, at the end of the day, the top 1% of the 1% of the 1% make the NFL. So it's like you had to go play in Europe or you got to go play in Canada or stuff like that. And this gives you another avenue on the men's side. And in the women's game, it's only going to get bigger the more it gets into college. That's going to be the next big step.
That was going to be my next question. Is the future that, right, getting flag football into colleges?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
It's already into like NIAI.
Okay.
So there's a couple schools. The most closest to us, I know there's St. Thomas. I don't know how good they are, not to disrespect them or anything, but I know Kaiser up in Palm Beach. They've made the national championship 4 or 5 years.
Really?
4 years.
Against Ottawa.
Against Ottawa.
Every
lost
single year, I
4
think.
years in a row. But they're big.
So they've made it, but they've lost when they got there.
We have friends on the team and whatnot, and they're great. A girl on the national team is actually on it too, on their flag football team.
Gotcha.
And they had 2 before.
Yeah.
But it's big. It's getting giant, especially down here. There's a big women's flag football scene down here. Girls, I should say, not women's. Girls flag football scene down here. So it's great to see just the sport keep on expanding in that avenue.
Yeah. And how have you seen like pro athletes kind of gravitate to the sport, right? Especially, obviously, like the NFL guys, or if Pro Bowl has kind of evolved into a flag football game. But what has that kind of feel been like? Obviously, because you guys are doing your thing, NFL's doing their thing, but the NFL's clearly investing into you guys, right? So how have you seen maybe players kind of gravitate to it, and what's like the sentiment out there?
I think it's cool to know that they're like backing the sport 100%. And I love to hear, like, when we were in San Fran on the sideline for like the Toyota did a glow up game with the girls in the area, and like to have some of the NFL guys on the sideline like trying to learn the flag plays and stuff like that. It's cool to see the exposure to the game. And then, like you said, the Pro Bowl runs a flag game. So it's just really exciting. And I think the only thing that we just want to see is like flag being represented like that. And so it just keeps getting that light shined on it that it deserves. So it's just super exciting that we have the backing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What I guess like what's the next couple of years look like for you? Obviously Olympics coming up in the 2 years. So between now and then, is it playing in tournaments? Is it really more focused on training? Like what does that path look like?
So right now we would be considered in our off season.
Okay.
Our off season is probably a month, to be honest with you. Probably 2 months, realistically. So our we both play on like club teams individually. So there's a massive tournament in Tampa every year in January, and you play
massive.
There's
really
like 1,000 plus teams. Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
And it's all U.S. or from like all over
everywhere.
the world? Okay.
Everywhere. So,
people come in from everywhere.
Yeah, Mexico, Canada, China, France,
Great Britain,
everything.
Australia.
Yep, everything. So that kind of either the way you look at it either kicks off or concludes the year. So we just finished that. We both did pretty well, to say the least. Yeah. So can't complain about that.
What does that mean? Like you won?
So
how does a 1,500 team tournament even work?
It's so weird to break down.
So there's a bunch of different like divisions.
Okay.
Like it's like pro, comp, rec, amateur, not whatever. They just break it down that way and
skill level.
Yeah, skill level. And then you could play in so many different formats. Like you can play in 4-on-4, 5-on-5, 5-on-5 with adjusted rule sets, etc. Co-ed.
So like we played together.
Yeah, we did 2 divisions of co-ed together. Okay. So that was good. 1-1 lost, won the ship.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's how like and you play, like I played 31 games, she probably played
45.
like 45. Yeah. So
insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
You play
I may regret it.
So you play a bunch of different divisions and you have a blast, because that's like a little different than the national team. It's like you play like with your team and you're just like you're bonded with those people just how you are on the national team, right? Because we just don't get as much time as we do with those people. Yeah. So it's awesome to get together at least for that one tournament, and like we all do that. So that like kind of concludes the year, I would say, and then you have 2 months to gear up, and then we go to training camp in April, and then from April to August we are pretty much in USA season, so it'll be just like focused on USA. And we go, if everything goes according to plan, August 9th. If so be it that we both make the team, it would be August 9th through the 18th.
Something like that.
Something like that is in Germany. So the World Championships are in Germany this year.
For flag. So so 2024 was when we played in Finland, same tournament.
Okay.
It's rerunning now in Germany.
Yeah, so it's every 2 years. So like, you know how like the World Cup is every 4, we do every 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're every 2. So in your gap year, where it's like in between World Championships year, there's continentals. So last year we went to Panama, did continentals there. Asia did it in China.
Yeah.
And then Europe did France and
Australia. Oh no, they were part of
They
Asia.
were Asia Oceania.
Africa has it.
Africa, yeah.
No, they're part of
I think
it.
it's in Nigeria for
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool.
so everyone has to compete for a bid for World Championships. You have to place top 5.
Okay.
So this year is the World Championships.
Got it. And then based off of that, that's how the qualifying of the
Yeah.
Olympics will begin.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And how many teams, do you know how many teams will be qualified for Olympics?
So it's total of 6.
It's 6.
We have an auto bid
Yeah.
for being
Right,
the
because
host.
host city.
So take us away.
So 5 other teams.
So 5 other teams. And then I think 3 of the bids come from World Championships. So
Okay.
there's going to be
Yeah.
2 bids left coming out of World Championships.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that
And
that
the
series
roster
is going
goes
to
to
be heated.
10.
And the world, yeah.
From 12 to 10.
So that's a big cut.
Olympics.
That's a big cut people don't
Yeah.
realize.
Interesting.
Because
Yeah.
so we go from 60. Well, this year's going to be 48. We go from 48 to 24, 24 to 18, 18 to 12.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cutthroat. And to make it into that top 24, right, to start, how does that process look like? Like, how do you even make it into the team?
So this year's a little different. Our first year, it was, you first of all have to get an invite to try out for the team. You
Okay.
can't just show up.
Yep.
So 60 people, men and women, get invited to try out. And at tryouts, you find out whether, or I guess a little later, you find out whether or not you're going to be on the 18 roster. Then you come to the first training camp, and then they cut it one more time to 12.
Okay.
This year, we're on 2-year contracts. So we bypass the trials process. They're going to do that in, March? They're going to do that in March. So they'll have a selection of 48 people. And then same thing. They'll just cut it down to 24 instead. And so then we'll take that 24 to training camp, work with them, see scout team, like see what the coaches want to see, have more matchups, then see the 18, and then to the 12. So it's just like,
Yeah.
you get a little bit more people for a longer time.
For sure. And I mean, that's how you're going to vet, obviously, having the best 12 on the field
Correct.
at the end of the
Right.
day, right? Like, when I feel like that changes the dynamic, right? You're going to the Olympics, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
got to make sure you got the best
Yeah.
10 or 12.
And each cut it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
Like that I always said it. The 60 to 18 cut was hard, but that 18 to 12 cuts.
So slow.
That's
Cutthroat.
yeah.
Like they're
that's
looking
the
at
big one.
everything.
Yeah.
So
What do they look at, right? Like, what is the skill set? Like, is there a 40 time, or, you know, what does that look
So,
like?
In the past, I'll just go from 60. I'll do what we do for the 60.
Okay.
Because the 60 kind of mirrors the 18. I would say that it's the same. We do the same
Mm-hmm.
things. So we have a combine the second we get there. Not the second. The first day is like the first day is like intros and like orientation, like any orientation, like first day of training camp type of stuff.
Okay.
Then the second day is combine. So 40s, broad jump, that type of stuff. So obviously they look at testing numbers, right? But
Yeah.
then the big part is on the field stuff. So we probably scrimmage for about 2 days, and we just go at it. Like
different matchups, different looks.
yeah, and the coaches will randomize teams. On the men's side, we've done like drafts in the past. Like the QBs will get together because we have about 6 to 8 QBs that go every year. So we'll get together and we'll draft teams based on like the players and whatnot. So we make it fun. We get a little tournament at the end of the day.
Nice.
So it's just about like how do you mesh with the team? Can you go both ways?
Are you coachable?
Are you coachable? That's a big one.
It's huge. How do you
we-
carry yourself?
We
For
always
sure.
say we have a bunch of 99. We have a bunch of 90s, 95s, 99s. How is as a 95? Are you more coachable than the 99? So it's a big thing for us, and that's a bunch of things that the coaches are looking at, and they do a great job with our selection process. We've won gold every year. They've medaled every year and won gold numerous times, so they do a great job.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. It's great. It's great to see, you know, obviously that they take this seriously, like, and that there is like a process that goes
Yeah,
into
and there's
this.
a big panel that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
And I'm sure the demand now is higher than ever, obviously, to
Yeah.
like try to, you know, be at this level, right? Everyone probably is like, oh, I could do that, right? But it's like, it really is not that easy.
Yeah, and we've seen that. Like,
There you are. Okay. Hold up.
The neighbors here.
I thought I heard him coming in there. I'm like, it could get really loud real quick.
It's actually super active. There's usually no one here. There's so much noise coming out. Like, what's going on? No, so this guy's actually, he runs a competitive cycling team, so he trains people.
oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, he can get really loud in there. So sometimes I'm like, dude, what is he doing in there?
God.
But this is like his personal storage unit, so we actually got like toilet paper, no cup.
No, he's getting in the car for sure.
Yeah, and he parks his cars there, so he has
He's
like,
got a Porsche in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
so like,
And the weather's nice, so he's like, I'm bringing it out today.
Yeah.
he has like a Hellcat in there, so I'll just come pick it up and then leave it there and then come back.
Dude.
Or he'll just turn them on, just like run them.
Just look at him.
Yeah, he's out of town, like, he's training people in in Spain.
That's sick.
The professional cycling.
Right.
He's like, I don't know if he owns a team or he's part owner of the team. But he's been out like training, so he like comes back.
That's sick though.
Wow.
He's an interesting guy too.
Yeah,
He's like a germ guy too, so like
if
he
you're
won't
training
shake your hand.
cycling, if you're training cycling, you have to be.
Oh, for sure.
No, like-
a little different.
Yeah. To be
Brain
political, yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I see him put on gloves.
I'm bad.
Yeah, we'll get into. I forget what was the last thing that we.
We were on the trials process.
Trials process. Okay. Yeah.
Selection.
I want to talk about like where's been like some of the coolest places that you've played.
Yeah, no, we're getting it, bro. This is flowing awesome.
Yeah, and then since you guys played together, I want to talk about that a little bit, like that dynamic, and then we'll get into like some fun questions like on the field.
No,
stuff.
we're good.
How long are you here till?
I leave tonight.
Oh, you leave tonight?
I was freaking out because apparently TSA pre-check was going to get shut
Dude,
down,
I saw
but
that.
it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know that airport would have been
Dude,
damn out.
no.
I was
If
freaking out.
I saw that, and I'm like, dude, if I was flying while this was happening, I would be panicking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I rely so hard on taking
Yeah.
So do
Especially
I.
It makes my experience so
You
much
know,
better.
20 minutes before I got
Bro,
there.
Exactly.
we're so bad here. Like
Dude, it's
I
terrible.
thought about her going through the deep Concord. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God it's not. Oh yeah, he's just running in a car.
I let you take the fucking NFL question. What you saying?
I answered well.
Yeah, you guys are really well. I was just like, I'm not answering that.
Don't need another whoosh.
Yeah, I don't need another.
What's that? What's that noise?
It's a car.
He
He has a Porsche in there.
around his car and then the cars.
Oh, I see.
So we're waiting for him to take the Porsche out.
So this is actually 2 units and they put drywall. Like all the other walls are like concrete all the way around. So this is drywall. So like
So it goes right through.
everything.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, even if he's walking around in there, and like even when we bought this place when it was completely empty, like I can be whispering in this corner and not. Like the echo in here is crazy because you have like the high ceilings and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys use soundproofing, like you guys, that's for
We
sound.
have another
Yeah.
setup.
This is all soundproofing too. This wall back here. These are all soundproofing panels.
That crate that you see back there, did you see what happened in Switzerland when the whole thing went on fire?
What?
The club.
Like the soundproof panels.
So what happened was
That's great.
they insulated
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
with that material. And then they lifted one of the you know how they have sparklers in those bottles?
Oh, I did see that.
Like
I
this,
did see
and
that.
that's all. And 45 people.
All right, no sparklers in here.
I saw that.
I think you guys.
We like the incense over here, so
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I saw
next time I
that.
bring the
And there was a
shade,
bunch of
the
kids
sage on this,
too. Like
Yeah,
like younger people.
Yeah, it was all
I mean, it does look like it's
Yeah,
pretty damn
that's so
flammable.
crazy.
That stuff.
I didn't see a warning like
Yeah.
I always say, you know, the club doesn't.
I literally think he's just there running the car. Like, I don't think he's taking it out. He just runs the car.
That's not safe.
Open up the windows.
Yeah. You saw that? Who was it? The NFL guy, 25-year-old kid that he passed away. That he committed
Yeah,
suicide.
Randall Moore.
Yeah, Moore.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Terrible.
Right, who's good?
Happens way too
I know.
often.
I know.
4th round draft pick.
This Hollywood Brown, who we had interviewed while we were out there, he actually shared a screenshot of him replying to a story like 2 hours before it happened. And the let me see if I can find the story. The story was like about how like athlete happiness and shit like that.
Right.
And he replied to it. Huh?
Hollywood Brown?
Huh?
You said something about Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown posted a story. And this guy, what's his name, Rondell Moore? Yeah, had replied to it like 2 hours before the news broke. Let me see. Yeah.
Wait, what clicks?
Oh yeah, look.
He was gross.
So he posted this story,
Nasty.
like basically saying like,
I
you
tell
know,
I told
just
them,
because we have money doesn't mean we don't have problems and like we don't go through things. And then the next story is him showcasing a screenshot of him replying to that story. And he's like, he put something like, yeah, this
That
guy
is
that he plays in the
crazy.
NFL, that he's friends with him, he posted a story basically saying like, people assume that because we're, athletes and have money that we don't have problems. And Rondell Moore replied to the story 2 hours before, and Hollywood Brown posted the screenshot of him like replying to it, and he's like, and basically said, bro, you should have called me. Because he had just posted something about that. Yeah.
But when you're locked into doing something,
Of course.
nothing you can do.
No, at that point, you're unfortunately too deep into it.
I always tell
Yeah.
people from down here, like the best football player that was without Florida was Sam Bruce.
Who?
Sam Bruce.
Tutu Atwell.
Oh.
That I've seen in my lifetime.
I played against him.
Bro.
I heard Sam Bruce was like insanely good.
Yeah, I've seen Thomas.
He
But I just vividly remember like.
So Tutu was a quarterback at Northwestern.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So when they were 4th and 20, they were on QB draw. Like, it was stupid.
Bro, that guy, like, he couldn't be.
Yeah, dude, he was insane. And he had a cannon, though. When he threw it, he had
He
it.
could throw it. But I remember we went 1-1 against him. Because I was on the team with Ross my junior year. That was the year we lost to Devin Bush and played again.
Yeah, I remember. He told me. You guys lost 24-13, right? 24-13?
That team, bro, I think they.
Yeah, Devin Bush, Stanford Samuel. He said that's the best player he's ever played against.
Bro, Devin Bush right now, like, it's right now one of the best, like, weak side linebackers in the league. That was a top 10. Josh Metellus is the captain of the Vikings defense.
Yep, Cato Nelson was quarterback, Stanford Samuel.
Oh, no, the Cato, Stanford Samuels, Metellus,
That's crazy, bro.
freaking.
And you guys had a good team, too. Ross was the Dade County Player of the Year.
Shane was on the team, Ron Rollins. Bro, my senior year team, we were good.
But Nick sucked.
What?
Nick was terrible.
That was Marcelo.
That was Nick.
Marcelo Hernandez. Marcelo
No, not Hernandez.
Marcelo no, his name was Marcelo Hernandez also.
Who?
My QB went on this year, his name was Marcelo Hernandez.
At Columbus?
It wasn't.
So what year are you in Columbus?
13.
You're my cousin's year.
Okay.
Do you know Michael Pino?
Michael Pino. Like, he played baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like one of my guys that I grew up
wait, that's
since
my
out. That's your cousin?
Best friend. That's my cousin. Yeah.
Oh, your cousin's best friend.
Alex Villas is my cousin.
You're fucking lying.
I swear to God.
What? Alex Villas is your cousin?
I've literally found that out
I've known Alex Villas since I
overnight.
was like 5 years old.
It's so crazy.
He knows Alex and Pino. Alex Villas and Pino.
I grew up. They're like, those are my
That's what he
best
said.
friends growing
He literally
up.
found, like,
There's another place called the Wharf.
Alex, yeah, El Rojo. Yeah.
that's so
Yeah. I was just with them like 2 weeks ago at your birthday. They were there.
Yeah,
Mike,
he's
remember
trying to
Michael
forget.
Pino and Alex Villas from St. Thomas?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Because we all went to St.
Yeah.
Thomas together.
Yeah. So Alex's
So
mom
different.
is my tia. That's her
But
sister, older sister.
Big.
Oh
That's why we're
my
23.
God. I definitely met you before then for
Yeah,
sure.
so
Yep,
Alex,
yep.
Pino, Phil.
Phil Roger, dude, those were
No, I
my
mean,
best
we got it right.
best friends
Max.
growing
That was
up.
like the-
Max
one
I
of the
met
best
in
friends of my life.
Columbus.
He's the weirder one of the
16.
four.
Exactly. Yeah, he's the one like, why is Max
Can't
part
be
of this
mad.
group?
Yeah. But
But-
those three are connected.
Yes.
Like they
no.
do everything together.
Everything. But dude, Phil, Max, Alex were the guys that
I think he
pretty
was-
much until like senior
he
year
was
of high
real
school,
locked in
Yeah.
when he
I
came
didn't
back
hang
to
out with
Cleveland.
anymore. But I mean, we're still like super tight. You know, just life happens and everybody goes on their way. But
Literally. And
I
the
ran
black
into
short sleeve
Alex and
jersey,
Pino
ripped the sleeves off.
3 weeks ago, and I hadn't seen him in a while. Like, especially Alex had moved out, and now he's living up
I
in
don't
West
know.
Palm.
I mean, Harden,
but
though.
dude, I was at Alex Villas'
With
house
Harden, though,
every
it's
Friday playing
interesting.
basketball on the little half.
So you know my aunt.
I know.
Yeah, of course.
But he's always like
Nancy.
hurt.
I'm so sorry for you, bro.
I know. Well,
Bro,
I actually
she's
I have
the worst.
I have a crazy story.
Yeah.
Ma, he has a crazy
Yeah, I
Thea
know.
story. I'm shocked.
That was my downfall. I was like, he's in the
No,
back
but
end
not
of his
bad. Not
career.
bad.
Like,
It was just something that happened at her house that she
Yeah.
got super pissed at us.
Donovan Mitchell's your guy.
yeah, for sure.
I was at their house like every
If we
Friday
get rid of
after
Donovan
school
Mitchell,
in middle school.
I'm about to not be a
Playing
fan.
basketball.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've definitely been there.
Like-
For sure. I was gonna say we would get heated there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched baseball. I mean, they've
We
been
had.
good. They're
So,
super
I don't know if
young.
you ever
So,
met
like-
Iggy Pigna.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was me, Iggy,
Yeah.
Pino, and probably Phil,
well-
and we were all playing basketball on the half court. And you know how he lives on that
They
little
were in
corner there in
the-
Pinecrest.
They lost to the
He had
Yankees.
those red rocks next to the center court, big. Bro, Iggy just starts launching them over the fence. And mind me, there's like a
don't think
decent
so.
amount of
Yeah.
car
Last time we
traffic.
were in the
going
World Series
So he would
was
throw them,
Cubs.
and we would wait to hear. We would hear
In
anything. We'd
2016.
hear the hit the road.
I'm pretty sure.
We would throw
and then
we
they
would wait,
lost against
hit the road.
Yankees
And then one time
2
he
years
throws them
ago
up.
to go into the World Series.
We hear
It was like
fucking glass
such
shatter,
a-
breaks, hit.
Money gap.
And we're like, oh my, we fucking sprint inside. We're there hiding inside the house
He's
for like
so
20
solid.
minutes.
He's a
We're
Cleveland guy
no
now.
knock on
Like,
the door,
he is a
nothing.
Cleveland guy.
So we go back outside. We're playing on the basketball court. Nancy comes out fucking
I am barely
screaming
there,
at us.
but I just
bro.
love it. Like all my family's
Screaming
there,
at us.
and it's
we're
like
like,
nice to be able to see them.
Fuck,
but,
and we
like,
just look at Iggy.
I'm literally
She's
traveling all the time.
Ignacio, what the hell did you do?
What's up?
And we're like, oh
5
my god,
foot.
cops are here saying they got hit by a rock on the car. And I'm like, oh my
A
god.
5
It is up
foot
there now that I've like really got to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it. It's
Cops
definitely up there.
came, started like lecturing
I know,
us.
he was
Man, we
telling
were
me,
like
he's
11 years old, 12
Yeah.
years old, maybe.
Yeah, he was
Disaster.
saying that.
But yeah, man, that's funny.
Small
That's
world,
crazy.
dude.
That's
It's cool.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my like literal
Yeah,
like,
in between.
blood Cuban cousin.
So your mom and Nancy are sisters.
Older,
Yeah.
so my mom's
Okay.
born in 64, Nancy
That's
62,
like what,
young
like
68.
40-minute drive?
Nice. That's crazy.
That's not bad.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
They're a good family.
Bro,
Yeah.
Wow, that was on my bingo card today.
I know.
What you
When you
said?
said Pino, I'm like, maybe there's I know like 2 Michael Pino, so maybe it's not that one. And then you said Alex Villas, and I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. That's funny as heck. Good? I
Yeah,
know.
It's a small world.
Insane.
You were just coming out of the combo of like what they look at.
Yeah.
Just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say like it's great to see how much they respect the process of like building these teams, and then we'll get into the next stuff. Yeah.
Antonio, you ready?
It's great to see obviously the process that they've put in place to build the best teams for Team USA. And I'm sure obviously these processes carry across other countries and stuff like that. But you've talked about how much success already early on USA football has had on both sides, right? And I think obviously it's USA. We take pride in everything that we do, and we're going to do it well. Just like today, Team USA, wins in both men's hockey and then the other day in women's hockey. So it's obviously like when we do things, we do them well and we do them right. For you guys, now you preparing for the Olympics, obviously talk about this process. How much like work do you guys like do on a daily basis? Like what does that process look like? Like obviously training, but like the skill set wise, right? Because it's the competitive aspect of like knowing you have the chance to represent yourself and the country, but also knowing like you still have to fight for that
There's
spot.
a target on your back.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. And by the way, there's probably a million other people that want to be in your guys' shoes, right? So tell me about like that mindset and that process for you guys.
I think the weird thing right now with flag football is like we have to be at that elite level of being an athlete, but everyone is like working jobs.
Yeah.
Luckily, like personally for me, I'm in a really good spot because I can, I work for my family, so I can go to work or call off work whenever I need to because of flag. But outside of that, like it's trying to balance all of that on top of like trying to train at your peak levels. So, I mean, we, not anymore, but we all have like a workout plan through USA Football.
Okay.
So we have a trainer through the Olympic Performance Center. He gives out workouts. So we kind of hold each other accountable because everyone's all over the country. And we don't get to train together all the time. So it's just holding each other accountable and having that like discipline at the highest level, honestly. And I'd say probably training, lifting 5 times a week, speed training 2 to 3 times a week, on the field 2 to 3 times a week. And then, dealing with life stuff and having a job and things like that. So, I mean, I think everybody's honestly training nonstop.
Yeah.
You said we have an off season, but like
There really
isn't an
Yeah.
off season.
I mean, she's right, 100%. And the biggest thing is like you battle the normal 9 to 5 life to then go and just work like more. I guess it's definitely the same mentality as like a college life to me, at least in the sense that like where you're replacing a 9 to 5 with was classes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like you got to get your work in. And I would say same thing as her is just like 5 days a week lifting and then like 3 days a week throwing for me since I play quarterback.
Right.
But it's definitely a balance. You need to have a good balance of it because at the same time this could consume you. And like at the end of the day, we're 25 years old. Like it's the number one priority. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time,
sure.
9 to 5 life is just as big. If not, a paycheck doesn't come in. and
100%.
and living your life, like there's so much to do in this world, and it's great. It's a great thing to just be able to explore the world through flag football. Also, so it's finding a happy balance for sure. Big thing.
Yeah, and you guys said it best, right? Like it's that perspective that as much passion and work that you put into it, life is still going on behind the scenes, right? And a lot of people, I don't think, see that, right? It doesn't matter what level of an athlete you are, right?
100%.
It's the time and effort and energy that you put on, but realizing like you guys are human at the end of the day and have your everyday lives and need to take care of you, right? But I think also what comes with this, right, is the platform that this gives you guys, right? Like you talked about some of the places that you get to play and the people that you get to meet, right? Like that in itself, right? I'm sure if you could look back at this, 10 years from now and be like, damn, that was a sick experience. So for you guys, like, that's got to be such a cool thing, right? And all the grand scheme of it, right? Winning, being competitive, and all these things are important. But it's the opportunity of like what USA flag football does give to you, right? And will continue to give to you, obviously, in 2 years from now.
1,000%.
Obviously hoping that you guys get there and all that. But it is pretty astonishing, obviously, to see like that. And I'm sure, like you mentioned, like you guys don't get to train together, right? So like that feeling when the team comes together has got to be such like a, like, what's up? Like, how you been, you know?
So, and they do a good job of it. And this year they're making more of an emphasis on it, like getting more training camps in, which is awesome. Like we've started the process usually of the 18 later on, usually. And this year we're starting in April. So that's why I said like the off season is a month because the only month we have nothing for USA is February. That's it. And then after that, it's March to August. We have stuff for USA. So that's why I said a month, to be honest with you. And it's awesome. Like the fact that we get X amount more training camps this year is just going to enhance the product of itself.
For sure. I mean, for you, like quarterback timing is everything,
Timing's
right?
everything.
So like you got to work with the guys to make sure timing's down. And then I forget what position.
I play receiver. Mainly.
So
secondary would be safety.
So do you guys have any sort of like timing? Like I know you guys have played together before, but you ever throwing routes?
No, Tampa was the first time playing together.
Yeah.
It went well, like I said.
It did.
Yeah, it went really well.
Lost a format.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost by a touchdown in the championship game
ship.
of the other one.
Any touchdown catches from him or no?
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Got fed.
Yeah,
Got fed.
It went well. It went really
Nice.
well. And it's fun. I mean, it's also good because like not only her, but like other USA girls like played. So there's two different types of co-ed. So there's one co-ed where it's guys and girls. There's 3 guys on field, 2 girls. So it's her and another USA girl. Which funny enough, my coach growing up was like a mentor father figure to me. When he moved out to Vegas, coached her for like 5 years. So it's pretty cool, like playing with her too. So them two, and then we have another girl, Linnea, actually was also on our team. So it was the 3 of us, and that, or the 4 of us, and then the other version of co-ed is one quarterback, one male on the field,
Which is quarterback. Okay.
and then 4 girls. And that was the whole USA team.
And then how's defense work?
One male rusher, and then 4 girls covering the 4 girls.
Yeah.
Or you could take the male rusher out and put 5 girls, and then those 5 girls are covering the 4 girls, but you can't rush.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. And rush is it like once ball
So
snap?
it's 7 yards away from the line of scrimmage, and then you're going in.
Yeah. I remember when I played flag football, I hated the rusher so much. I was quarterback too. I'm like, dude, they're so pesky and just annoying and in my face and they're disrupting everything that I'm trying to accomplish right now.
You have to be a certain level of psycho to rush.
No, you actually do.
Yeah.
You actually
Like, your motor has to be, I have all credit to rushers.
Yeah.
Like it is the hardest thing to do in flag football.
Is it usually like the quick person? Because I remember back in the day when we would rush, like we just wanted speed. We want you to get as quick and like obviously like agile and can move side to side, but like get to the quarterback as fast as possible. Is that usually the strategy?
I feel like that's what you first can initially look at with someone, like when you're trying to determine a rusher. But like a great rusher is just like super high IQ too, I think.
Very
like,
high IQ. That's
It's
the point.
I don't know, like and crazy. I feel like you have to qualify
I think
crazy.
the mix is like speed. You want they don't have to be like lanky, but it helps like someone like me who doesn't move much. Like I struggle more with a tall rusher than someone that's just gonna be fast to the ball. IQ's probably the biggest, honestly, more than speed to a degree. Like you have to have I would say it's probably 40% IQ, even 45% IQ, 40% speed, and then the rest like psycho.
Yeah, honestly, great flag puller too.
But when you say IQ, so I'm trying to think like as a rusher, like what exactly is because if I'm rushing, can I back up and get back into coverage, or once I commit to rushing, I have to stay?
Once you just can't cross the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
So if you stay beyond the line of scrimmage, they have more or less like 5 to 7 seconds to throw it. If not, the play is blown dead.
Okay.
But when I mean IQ, like when to break down.
Okay.
Like be a good flag puller. I think that falls under IQ. And then the other thing.
I feel like double QB if
Yeah,
that situation happens. Or
and then
triple
there's like
QB,
if
they
there's
need to know what to do.
Yeah, if there's like 2 or 3 people in the backfield, like how do you play with your middle linebacker? How do you play with your safeties? How do you play with your corners? How do you communicate to the defense? So that type of stuff that
Like thinking on the fly, like literally.
I think
Got
I think rusher is like one of those spots that if you don't know flag football, you would think
yeah.
like go get ball, go get quarterback.
Right.
But in reality, it might be the complete opposite of that.
Interesting.
90% of the time.
That's crazy. It is interesting. And when you guys are obviously both on offense, are you guys scheming usually against zone, man? Like what is the coverage usually look like? Or are they alternating a lot?
I mean, for us personally, I feel like it's alternating a lot.
Okay.
And it's dependent on the country we're playing. Like it changes. Certain countries like to run certain things.
Right.
Everybody has
It's just
tendencies.
based off personnel.
Yeah.
And what your strengths are.
It's a lot of zone. Being the USA, like teams like to play us back a lot. Both men and women, they play us back a lot. But I could speak for both of our offensive coordinators. They were sitting in front of us right now. That like we don't like the defense doesn't dictate what we do, type of thing.
Okay.
Like you're gonna scheme a little bit, but we both have our systems, and I think I would put both offensive coordinators here, and they would be very vocal about that. that we dictate the game.
Absolutely.
Shout out Coach Willie and Saeed.
I'm hyped up now to go. I want to go watch some of these games. I feel like now I haven't watched a flag football game in a while. I generally enjoyed it because I would stay at the park after let's say we played like at 5 p.m. There'd be a lineup of games after us, and I just love just staying and watching and seeing and like scouting. Okay, we're playing them on Tuesday. Get the whole gang together, sit there on the sideline, and hey, we gotta watch out for this guy.
There's definitely some element of that.
Yes.
Or be like,
oh
man, we got these guys.
We have to
We're
live
good.
on it.
Yeah, there's definitely still some element of that, even
That's
like at
awesome.
all levels. Like you're like, okay, like this is their like no matter what. Like it's at the end of the day, it's a sport. Like you know who's the people are, and like you're looking at like, okay, this person's back here, or like, and we've gotten to know like the countries pretty well, like from like just playing them so much, and like they went down to Mexico a couple of weeks ago to play some of the Mexico girls and whatnot. That might be a complete lie, actually. I think we're in trials already.
Like ex-players.
Yeah, ex-players.
future
So like,
players,
and like you get to like see them, know them, play in their home country, which is pretty cool. So stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Cool. Any heated rivalries that you guys have up to this point?
That's all of them. They got that.
I mean, I feel like we always end up against Mexico.
Yeah.
And like everybody knows that now. So it's always us and them, and it's always a good game. They have great players, great coaching staff, and it's just honestly, it's honestly so much fun.
Yeah. Chirping.
Yeah.
Chirping.
Well, I don't know. They speak a lot of Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't really.
You're gonna have to learn
understand that.
Spanish though, so you know what the hell they're
I
saying
know.
on the
We
other
were talking.
side.
We're like, we need to learn Spanish and French so we can speak to Canada too.
It's
But
gonna
yeah.
throw them off when you start throwing like some
Right on.
Spanish stuff at them.
Yes. Yes.
I would say those are the two she just said are the two biggest,
Yeah.
Mexico and Canada. It could be border thing, but
yeah,
it's also like
100%.
they're getting good at the sport.
Yeah.
Like we just played Mexico in San Francisco, and they beat us by we beat them by a point, and it's just like to show how far the game's grown.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. If 5 years from now, what would you say is the thing that excited you most through your journey at USA Flag Football?
Ooh, I don't know. You can go first. I'll think.
Repeat the question.
5 years from now, right? If you were to look back, what would you say is the thing that excited you most about USA Flag Football?
Obvious answer: winning gold at the Olympics would be number like we talked about. That's the childhood dream, right? Like you see LeBron, you see Kobe playing in the Olympics. That's what you dream about as a kid, right? But at the end of the day, it's the memories, like them flying us out, like as the men's team to San Francisco, them flying them out as the women's team to go play at halftime of the Bills game. Like the stuff they do for us behind the scenes is really like coming to light, and it's pretty awesome to see that how much they care for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I second that. Like the competition aspect is amazing, and like obviously the Olympics priority. To look back and be able to say like you got to represent USA, won a gold, and then played the sport you love. Insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the memories. Like I remember specifically when we played in Panama this last year. Me, Macy, Madison, and then one of our assistant coaches was actually out. We woke up at like 5:30 a.m. to go watch the sunrise, and we're there to play flag football. And there's this stray dog on the beach, and we're playing with the dog, and like we have to go play games later. And it's just to be able to think that flag has like taken us to places like that. Just super thankful. So like to look back and say like I've grown to have like family members now, sisters and stuff. So pretty awesome.
That's awesome. And then one last question for you guys. What would be your advice to a young boy or girl that wants to get into flag football? What would be something that you would tell them today?
Stay with it would be obviously the first thing. But just like any other sport, like you gotta train and prepare, just like any other sport, and let the wind take you. Like it's gonna all work itself out. And if you do your things the way you're supposed to do them, then it all works itself out at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think going off of that, it's like specifically to girls and boys, but like you'll have a future in the sport. And I don't think people realize that, but the sport is growing at like an exponential rate. And a lot of kids are getting into it, like, just for fun, but it's like you truly have an opportunity of a lifetime ahead of you to be an Olympian and to play in college and earn a scholarship in the sport. So like you said, if you, truly want to chase it, like your dreams are there 100%.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. It's great to see how much the game obviously has grown, like we mentioned, and how much it will continue to grow, right? And just seeing the evolution of how it is. But I think the common denominator in all of this, right, is the experience, right? And everything that comes with it and the lessons that you guys will take with you for the rest of your life. And hopefully the next generation and the next generation will continue to be part of this hyper growth of the game. And I think the future obviously is bright. And I'm pumped. Like I'm amped up. Like I genuinely cannot wait.
It's an exciting
to go
time,
watch
for sure
flag football.
And then the biggest thing, like honestly, like looking past 2020, it's like if this all stays an Olympic sport, like I think that's just only going to continue to make the game grow. And the women's game being in college is like
Insane.
The
that's huge.
magnitude of that
So
cannot
absolutely
be like understated. Like it's so big, and it's gonna continue. Like I'm saying, like to make the game blossom.
And especially that, like in college sports, it's not that easy to just say, hey, we're going to add this sport, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, like there's so many layers and elements. So for them to say, hey, like this is the push, because if you're going to do something, you got to commit fully, right? Yeah. And to me, that is a testament to them saying like, hey, we are committing to this and we're committing it to it fully. And these are the resources and these are the opportunities, because now you have the opportunity to get a tuition paid for, right? Through a sport, right? Yep. Where you didn't have that opportunity before. So these are all the right steps in the right direction to continue to evolve a game and provide opportunities to the next generation, right? Because it's always what's next.
Yep.
But appreciate you guys for coming on.
Appreciate you.
Great. We got to make this happen. I know you're not here in Miami, but you are. So being able to have everybody here in the MIA after getting to connect in San Francisco after the Super Bowl is awesome. So appreciate you guys for coming on. Good luck with everything. And we're excited for the future of what's to come.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.